Hey guys, it's Amar. I wanted to just shoot a quick walk around video of my 2008 BMW M3. It's a E92 V8. And the reason for this video is actually it's kind of dual purpose. You can see the car better there now. On one hand, I'm selling the car, either trading it in for a 340i, hopefully with an M Sport, or maybe something of equivalent nature. I don't know. I change my mind every week. And the other purpose of the video is really, I need some video footage of this car. This is probably the greatest car I've ever owned. I highly recommend that you purchase this vehicle if you're thinking about doing it, and if you have the means to do it, you know, as well as the patience, because there are a few things that could drive a non-enthusiast pretty nuts by having a car like this. So anyways, let me flip over the camera, and I basically just want to show you what, hang on one sec. Sorry, clearly I was having some trouble there. I just wanted to flip the camera, but I guess I'm a noob and I don't even know how to use my iPhone 8. On one hand, I'm testing this iPhone 8 to see what kind of footage it can put out. Apparently it's HD in 4K, but you know, I'll let the final product be the judge of that. So anyways, this is my 2008 BMW M3. For prospective buyers who are watching this video, this is a very well taken care of, well-maintained M3. I purchased from Maranello BMW. That's a dealership in Woodbridge, Ontario, here in Toronto. I bought it about 3 or 4 years ago. Bought it right out of their showroom floor. It was, of course, a car that they retailed very nicely. I have the original photos of it from when it was in that showroom. The thing looked immaculate. It was beautiful. It still is. You can argue that the paint might be in even better condition, since when you do maintain something like this, the BMW paint can last a very, very long time. So clean car proof, no accidents, nothing on record at all. It's a very, very clean car. Throttle actuator replaced about 2 years ago, as well as the regular oil changes and service done every 6K using liquid moly 10W60, which is the standard grade. This particular car has the 19-inch wheels. I can't remember if these are style 220s or style 219s, but these are very popular and aesthetically pleasing BMW wheels with the machined face. And of course, you get M badges. Like, there's M badges all over this car, which is crazy. When you get into the undercarriage and start looking at the suspension components, man, like control arms, everything has an M stamp on it. This car was built really with not a huge you know, list of components that were shared with the 335 and the rest of the 3 Series. It's definitely a much wider car, as you can see, the wider fenders. The only modification I have to this car is an OEM exhaust mod, which was professionally done by a shop called Beamer Sport. And really all you do is you take out the perforated pipes in the exhaust muffler and you turn them into straight pipes. So not overly loud, obnoxious, but it's a really clean OEM plus, if you want to call it, style upgrade. So it's got the V8, of course. You got a big grille there, and of course on the hood you have a huge intake right here. The other one's not really an intake, but it's there more for aesthetics and symmetry, I guess. The car is just a gorgeous car. If you are seeing this video because of an Auto Trader listing or a Kijiji ad, then I do recommend you do come and check it out. You know, I do want people to contact me via email, and of course, you know, I will get in touch with them. I don't want to get bombarded, and also no test drives unless deposits are given, and I'm pretty firm on that because I'm expecting a lot of people to be contacting me for a whole bunch of stuff regarding this car, and no, it's not going to get parted out. So anyways, a few reasons why I love this car. It's a V8. It's got 414 horsepower. It redlines at about 8,300 or 8,400 RPM, as I've heard. Interior is a bit dirty, but that's going to get cleaned up. Again, 6-speed manual. This is a true enthusiast car. Has twin throttle bodies, as you'll see. Really, really rare car as far as how it was built. I really feel like the engineers put a lot of time into this car. Actually, the S65 motor is lighter than the E46's motor, and the E46 M3 was, you know, known for being, you know, a real supercar of its time, legendary car. I'd take that car in a heartbeat if I could today as well. But this guy's a bit lighter, but produces 414 horsepower. The only thing is the torque numbers, which a lot of guys are a little, you know, they get skeptical about. The torque numbers are apparently too low. You know, I think it's 295, which to me is not bad, but it's the way the torque comes on. It definitely doesn't come on like any of the new 3 Series or the 335s or 340s, or the M3s, the F80s, you know, really low in the power band. Kind of comes on a bit later, but that's kind of the joy of this car, where, you know, it likes to be wound up. You take it past, you know, 3,500 RPM and this thing just, it sings. So really cool car. As you can see, no exhaust modifications at all. Really clean. I do the engine bay detail myself. I use a detail brush. I don't use any pressure washers to it, but I make sure it's nice and clean. It hasn't been done for probably about a few months. And that M3 badge that I was talking about, like all over the place. There's one under the hood, and it's an extremely light aluminum hood. Car has got the original stickers on it. If you're in the market for a performance vehicle, or any vehicle for that matter, you should definitely be looking at things like this, which, you know, definitely shows you the originality of the car and the parts. As you can see, it's a 2008. You'll see the other information of the vehicle. If this hood had been replaced because, you know, of a front end collision, that definitely would not be there. Could have been replaced. Now the interior is awesome. It's got everything that we could possibly need out of an M3. It's got the Fox leather interior, which actually on this camera looks a little bit brighter than it actually is. There's more of an orange hue to it. This one's got the sunroof, so it does not have the carbon fiber roof like all the competition packs. But I prefer my sunroof. I mean, who gives a about, you know, saving a couple tenths of a second off of your quarter-mile time. You know, you don't need to be the fastest guy on the block. It's already a fast car, even with the sunroof and the extra weight. But otherwise, awesome car. Handles amazing. Interior is really clean. It's got the individual sound system, as far as I know, and it's got the convenience package, so I can just walk up to the car and basically have the keys in my pocket, and I can touch the door to unlock it, and it's really simple. Let me just fire it up. So the same applies to putting the key in the ignition. You don't actually need to do that. Fired up the car. As you can see, I need some fuel, nothing to worry about. It's got 144,000 kilometers on it. The fuel economy is okay. You know, a lot of guys have complained about it, but it really doesn't give me that much of a difficulty, you know, if you're driving it sensibly. This one's got the old iDrive. Not necessarily the best iDrive, but, you know, it does the job. It's got MP3. You can put a DVD navigation here, which is very old school. Apparently you can watch DVD movies in here as well. I don't think anybody will ever do that, but if you look at the M settings, you can basically shift through your M drive, so you can change the EDC, and this is all connected to this M button, which is conveniently located right here by my right thumb. So when you hit that M button, you'll see it goes into M mode. Gives you a bit more of a throttle response. So kind of puts it in a Sport Plus. The rest of the car is basically in really good condition. It works really well. AC blows cold. No real issues there. And the fascinating part about this car is the sound is just intoxicating. Like, who needs a stereo when you got a car like this? It sounds incredible. And it's got nice clean exhaust pipes. I do take good care of these exhaust pipes. And anyways, I'm gonna hate to see this car go. It's a car that I love. I admire it so much. It definitely represents a time in my life where maybe I was a bit more free. You know, my fiance won't like hearing that, but yeah, I'm getting married. We'll potentially have kids, I'm sure. And with that, I feel like getting a long-term car is probably the best investment for me. You know, getting rid of a thing like this or a car like this, man, it just kind of hurts, it stings. But what can you do? I've taken good care of it. I believe in car karma. You take good care of your car, it'll take good care of you. And make sure you take care of a car so it's ready for the next owner, who's definitely going to appreciate a car like this in their time, and it's their time to enjoy it. So I'm ready to pass it on. Whatever price is in the ad, if you see an ad and if you see the price in there, that's the list price that I'm selling this vehicle for. I believe I'm going to have it priced pretty competitively. I haven't decided on a final figure yet, but it'll be there along with clean car proof and anything else that a prospective buyer would want. Close that door so you can get the final view. And with that said, thanks for watching. If you're just an M3 enthusiast or an E92 M3 enthusiast and you're looking for content, man, I hope I provided something cool. This guy is stock, unmolested, original, and I really hope you enjoyed watching my video. Peace.